Modern Mahjong's here with today's daily talk of the tiles. Today's Monday, May 5th. If you're joining us through Instagram and you haven't seen our former poll, check out our playlist on YouTube, Modern Mahjong, where we have a playlist of daily talk of the tiles as well as virtual. Today, we're going to be talking about rules during the Charleston. There's only one tile you cannot pass. You cannot pass a joker, and that is the rule. If someone passes you one, you could hand it back to them while politely saying, I don't think you meant to pass this to me, or hand it back to them and say something similar to that. But you are not allowed to keep that joker. Sorry. Each year, what tiles you don't want to pass together really depends on the makeup of the hands on the card. And when the committee puts the card together, they recognize certain tiles are used more. There's often a mix of hands with either pairs and kongs of flowers or pairs and pungs and kongs of flowers. It really depends each year of what tiles are needed and what tiles are in demand. This year, sixes, fives, flowers, and twos are really in demand. So those are important tiles. The point of the Charleston is building towards, first of all, a winning hand, but we focus on building a winning section. We aim for a section, and then once you get more narrower and narrower, you could get rid of tiles that are extraneous that don't help towards a specific hand. You try to balance this offense with a defense of not passing tiles that work really well together in the hands of another player. So each year, what tiles you don't want to pass really depends on the card. Some teachers say never pass a flower, and they say it with such conviction that often players think it's a rule. This is a strategy, not a rule. If you know you aren't doing a hand, here's our tile tips. If you know you aren't doing a hand with wins, try at least to not pass two or at least not complementary wins like north and south and east and west together. Similarly, try not to pass pairs or at least the same number, because even in that win dragon section, in any like number, which we a lot of times call any same number, in the 2025 section, there's a lot of sections that use same numbers. Remember, one man's trash is another man's treasure. If it doesn't work for your hand and someone else might use it, it's a balance. It's really, you're tiptoeing. Do you want to keep this tile just because it might be helpful to someone else, but you also want to build your hand at the same time? So if it doesn't help your hand, are you going to pass a flower, a white dragon? And the answer might depend on who you're passing it to, if you know they play certain hands, and also if it's a must pass. Is it one of the blind passes? Is it a courtesy pass? So, of course, if you follow all these, try not to pass flowers, wins together, same numbers, you might not have anything to pass. So keep these as tips in mind. They're strategies. But like we said, the only rule is you cannot pass a joker. Today's hand of the day, we're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8. Even numbers are included with this addition hand in the middle. We have flower, pair, and then we have a kong of twos, a kong of fours, and a kong of six. 2 plus 4 is 6. Only that number. Secondly, we have 2 plus 6 is 8. Only those numbers. So you can't make any other combination. You can't do 2 plus 2 is 4. You can't do 4 plus 4 is 8. It is as written. And if you remember our talk about how to read the card, this is an even section with a number header. So you must do the hands as written unless the parentheses expand it. So in another year, it could say flower 2 plus 4 equals 6. And in the parentheses, it could say addition with any even numbers. I haven't seen that, but it could say that. These are great hands when you're getting a lot of even tiles, 2, 4, 6, and 8, but you're not getting all four numbers. So if you're getting a lot of twos, fours, and sixes, but you're missing that 8 in other hands in this section, you won't be able to make it happen unless you get a lot of jokers. But here you can. Additionally, if you look at the hands, ignore the colors. The colors just mean different suits. So that kong of twos and kong of sixes in both hands could be the same. So if you wind up picking in fours or picking in eights, these are very flexible between the two. If you have twos in one suit, sixes in another, and you pick fours or eights in the third suit, these make great backup hands for each other. We hope you enjoyed today's daily talk of the tiles. Email us if you have any other suggestions for what we include next. Do you have beginner's luck? Were you watching this and you're like, why is this in my feed? And what is all this talk about Mahjong? And why is it blowing up in my feed? And I want to learn. We got you. June 23rd, June 25th, June 30th, July 2nd. We are going to teach you Mahjong within this 2-week span, 4 lessons every other night for 2 weeks, June 23rd, June 25th, June 30th, July 2nd, 4 classes live, or if you can't make all 4, replay. We will send the replay to registered guests. It's $75 for the whole series, and it makes a great gift. You want to learn, your mom wants to learn, your dad wants to learn, your spouse wants to learn, your friends want to learn. You could buy it for them and send it to them as a gift. Graduation, Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthday, anniversary. Think about enjoying a hobby together. And we hope you join us. If you have any questions, send us an email. If you play Canasta, come join us in New York City for the Modern American Canasta Convention, October 11th and 12th. You could find out more and register on bit.ly/CanastaCon25. We did several Zooms on learning the card, and this is a PDF of 95 pages. So it's like our Zoom on steroids. It is full of information about playing strategy, groupings on the card, what to look for on the card, how to do backups, all of that. You could print the select pages you want, and you can keep it on your phone or your tablet. And finally, if you aren't following us, what are you missing out on? Look at all this great information we share. We share posts based on official National Mahjong League rules, so you could play wherever you go. And if you want to incorporate house rules, by learning the official rules, you know how to recognize them. We hope you have a great day, a great week, and a great game.